I'll get that. Okay, it works. Meeting is streaming live. Get that. Okay, it works. Greeting everyone. Welcome to One Voice Lenawee. And I just want to welcome everyone. Want to welcome everyone back to the show. It has been a moment since we have been live here. So and I've got some backdrop going. So I'm going to take care of that real quick. There we go. So just welcome back to the show. And as we're getting started with the show today, I just want to thank you all for joining us and being a part of the show. If you have any comments or any questions, please feel free to add that in right there in the comments section so that we can address that. We are live today. So just want to welcome you back. If you have not, please hit that share button. Just go right down to the bottom, hit that share button, become a part of our audience, become a part of our subscribers, find out what things are taking place in our community and what things that you can actively engage in if the new information and news that's out there. So again, I just want to welcome you to the show and thank you for being a part of our audience and hope that you enjoy the information that's going to be made available to you today. So again, thank you. Well, let's just get our accolades out the way. We want to thank One Voice. Sorry. We are going to recognize United Way of Monroe and Lenawee counties, who are the sponsors of this show. So we thank them for their contributions and their support. To all of our viewers, we thank you for your support as well. And thank you for being a part here today. Just want to give you some information as to what's going on and to prep you for the next amazing show that we have coming up. Again, this show is brought to you by One Voice Lenawee, sponsored by United Way of Monroe and Lenawee counties. So thank you for joining again. Just want to go over some information as well. So we have the the ProMedica Adrian Ebi Neighborhood Promise, and that has been big in conversation for the last few months. Actually, it's been a project that has been under discussion for over a year or so, and now we are seeing the fruition of it. And just want to go over some information that you're going to want to know about this promise. So the ProMedica, along with the All About Adrian Resident Coalition and the Lenawee Community Foundation, have announced a partnership to foster economic opportunity and improved health outcomes by establishing the ProMedica Adrian Ebi Neighborhood Promise. And the $20 million investment over 10 years is dedicated to scaling and implementing solutions addressing health disparities and inequities in East Adrian. The vision and voice of community is guiding strategic planning, partnerships, and design of the Adrian Ebi Center. This co-designed physical space within the neighborhood will be operated by a diverse workforce and contain a continuum of services supporting health, jobs, finances, and education, and training and housing related to the needs of our community. The ProMedica team is committed to raising $20 million over 10 years to reinvest through the Adrian EMP into East Adrian. And for more information, I'm going to have that for you later. You're going to contact Frank Nagel, who is the Director of Community Impact for the state of Michigan, or Katie Fry, who is the Executive Director for the Foundation for ProMedica. And their information is also located on different various websites that we'll be able to tie you into as we continue. So again, the Ebi Neighborhood Promise, you're going to hear more about this program, this strategic plan that is going to address a lot of the disparities in our community and to help raise the East Adrian community and provide resources that are needed. We know that there are a lot of challenges that our community has faced, and now we have a working partnership, a solution that's going to come into the community and help enrich the community with resources and access to education, employment, and food and trainings that is needed for our community. So please, ma'am, please, sir, keep your ears open as more information rolls out. And there are meetings that are going to be announced in the upcoming weeks and months. And I encourage you to attend these meetings. Come learn about what's going on in your community, in our community. Come learn about it, be a part of that process. We always want to see change happen, but we have to be a willing partner in making change happen. not just watching change happen. So we're inviting you to be a part of that and be engaged in those conversations as well. I want to talk to you about the Meal Assistance Program of Lenawee County. The Meal Assistance Program of Lenawee County, we have numerous residents that are recipients of the resources that is being given to our community. We have many that are part of those resources, and want to explain exactly how the program works and how you can become a recipient, get involved, donate, support, recognize the efforts that are taking place in the community, and volunteer to be a part of those efforts as well. So the Meal Assistance Program is a venture of the City of Refuge Ministries. Is birthed out of the City of Refuge Ministries, but is a pantry with a very unique style, very unique way to connect the community. So the pantry is the only pantry of its nature that delivers within Adrian, Michigan, to residents in Adrian, as Adrian was identified as a community with transportation challenges. So they created this model, this tool that would allow them to deliver and allow residents to have 24/7 access to their pantry through an app, through a website, right? So you're able to download the app in your Play Store, whether that's Android or Apple, and tying into these services. You complete the form, you press submit, and also within the app is an order system. So you're able to access the app, go into it, and click and select the items that you would like to receive based on what your family is familiar with. And how unique and how neat is that? That you're not going to get a mystery box. You're going to select the products that's familiar with your family and the products that you need and desire, and know that that's the products that's going to be delivered to you. Now, for residents that don't live in Adrian, what do we do? Right? What do we do if we don't live in Adrian, but we still would like to access these resources? You are able to still shop in the app, access the resources, and then pick them up. The facility is located at 109 East Logan Street in Tecumseh, Michigan, and they do their distributions every second and fourth Saturday of the month from 1 to 3 p.m. Also, they have their fresh food distribution, which is every first Thursday at St. Mary's, is at the St. Mary's parking lot at 12 noon. And it's first come, first serve, but you don't have to bring anything with you. Just bring yourself, your neighbor, your friends. And it's every first Thursday. So we encourage you to come and to let others know about that. There's also a second location, and that location is in Clinton. It is 10990 Tecumseh Clinton Road, and that is at the Clinton United Methodist Church. Is in their parking lot every third Tuesday at 10 a.m. And if you go to one, you can go to the other as well. So you're not stuck just going to one. You can actually go to both. There's no restrictions. So I just want to make sure that our community is aware of the resources that are available within the community as well. And there is a lot of conversation. There's a lot of conversation regarding River Terrace. Riverview Terrace Apartments. There's a lot of conversation about Riverview Terrace Apartments. We know that many residents were displaced, and our hearts go out to all of the families and all of the residents that were displaced from staying in Riverview Terrace. And I just want to bring some more information to you and just have conversation with the community and set the stage for the next show of One Voice Lenawee. In the next show, we're looking to meet with the Commissioner Gauss of Adrian, Michigan, to have more conversation about River Terrace, and hopefully other individuals that we can have on the show so that we can really engage in this conversation and what residents are doing, how residents are coping with this new situation. So from the Lenawee Daily Telegram, I was able to find that we know that there is the Adrian Inn, and that all of the available functioning rooms on the first floor of the motel have been claimed by the Adrian City Administrator, and that residents that were staying in River Terrace are now residing there. We know that they're residing there, and we know that the Riverview Terrace apartments were considered to be unsafe, and that there was a ton of scopes of repair, so it was uninhabitable. And so with that being, many of the residents had to reside in a new location because of that situation. So what do residents do? And that's kind of been the the ongoing question is, how are residents coping? And so if you are a resident that was staying in Riverview Terrace and you are now residing somewhere else, I would love to speak with you. So if you wouldn't mind just adding your information, we would love to invite you to the show to have a conversation as to what does life look like now that you're no longer staying in the place that you once was, and what resources were you able to access that maybe others would benefit from knowing and knowing how to access those things. So we are not sure exactly how long it's going to take before residents are allowed to occupy the space, or if that is ever going to be an option. And if that's not going to be an option, what does tomorrow look like? What does the future look like for the residents? Yep. So that is going to be conversations in the next show. So I'm really encouraging you to join us for the next show as we dive more into that conversation with some of our public officials and to figure out exactly what this will look like in the future. So we know that the city's response to some of the things that are going on is that they have made the Adrian Inn a alternative space for residents to reside in for the time being. How long does that look? We don't know, but we're hoping that we will know soon enough. And we are asking that there are many resources out there that are providing for residents that have been displaced due to the situation. There are agencies working to provide food, to provide other toiletries and necessities, and donations are being accepted at the Lenawee Community Foundation to assist residents that are living in this situation, and so that they can have the things that they need to have a home, and then the next day not know where you're going to lay your head. It's very, very discomforting, and to not know how you're going to sustain yourself, or how you're going to be able to obtain those things that you were once comfortable with. And even when it comes to pets, so it's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to what's taking place with our residents there. So if you're able to help, if you have additional resources, toiletries, finances that you're able to donate, if you have food that you're able to provide, there are resources out there that would love to receive your donations so that they can help the residents that are in this situation. Again, donations can be taken to the Lenawee Community Foundation. The Department on Aging has been assisting. The City of Refuge Ministries Meal Assistance Program has been working to assist. The Daily Bread has been providing hot meals, and they're always looking for volunteers to come in and to assist with that, and even volunteer drivers to help deliver those meals. There is a way for all of us as a community to reach out and help. We know that there are other moving pieces and other parts we would love to understand, but as that information unfolds, we're asking you to please lend a hand. Please lend a hand and help our residents that are in need of it. And again, join us for the next show. I just wanted to come back and just greet everyone and welcome you back. I know we have had a long break, and we're looking to dive full into different conversations and different events that are taking place within our community. And as we are revamping the show, we're also always looking for your input. What conversations are out there that we can engage that would enlighten our community, educate our community. And yeah, that's whatever information that we can get our hands on, that we can bring to the community through this platform. So please, ma'am, please, sir, everyone, click the subscribe button. We're looking to bring you a fantastic show this season and bring more information as we continue on. Again, this has been One Voice Lenawee. It is every second and fourth Monday of the month. We're asking that you would join us, and that's at 6 p.m. That's at 6 p.m. right here on YouTube. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend, share this on your page, on your social media platforms, and let everyone know that the next show, we are going to be discussing Riverview Terrace. And what does this look like in our community? What's going to happen to the space? Where do our residents go? What happens to our friends and our families and our neighbors? What happens to our pets? What resources are out there to assist residents that are faced with this challenging situation? And how do we as a community come to the aid of those in our community that need us most? This has been brought to you by United Way of Lenawee County and Monroe. And we thank you for joining and being a part of the show. And we look forward to really engaging you, really having conversation, and perhaps even you, yes, even you being on the show at some time in this season. Thank you again for joining us. And
Gonna be 5-5.